Meet Nguyen. He's online and he's furious. The headline says VinFast. His national pride is building a $200 million factory in Subang, Indonesia. Traitor, he types. Build it in Haiphong. Use our ports. We have the ASEAN Free Trade Area. His anger is pure, patriotic logic, but it misses the brutal corporate calculus.
Our expansion into Indonesia marks a new chapter. The data confirms that Haiphong is ready to support the increased demand across the region.
This is Vietnam's first hidden limit. To become a global predator, you must leave the nest. Rewind. Trump's trade war had one goal: bring the factories home. It failed. The factories didn't go back to Ohio. They looked for a new partner in Asia. Two giants stepped up: India and Indonesia. Massive populations, hungry. They deregulated everything. India launched its PLI scheme, throwing cash. Indonesia passed the Omnibus Law, we called it the disaster law in Indonesia, stripping protections to roll out the red carpet for Apple. Tim Cook visited. Elon Musk promised. The giants were dancing, but they were dancing in slow motion, because while they negotiated over ports and regulations, Vietnam was already plugged into the mainframe. Its total trade hit a staggering $930 billion in 2025. But here's the kicker. A massive 77.3% of those record exports were made by foreign invested enterprises. They weren't building a new factory. They were renting a desk in the world's busiest office. The reason is simple. Look at a map. Vietnam shares a land border with the world's factory floor, Guangdong. This is the 12-hour rule. A truck leaves Shenzhen at dusk and is on a line in Haiphong by dawn. Just in time, seamless, cheap. Now ship those parts to Jakarta or Chennai. You need a ship, a port, customs, 7 to 14 days. In supply chains, time is money. But for Apple, time is God. Vietnam won because it is not China's competitor, it is China's extension. But this advantage is a terrifying trap. Vietnam is performing an impossible high-wire act. Look at the ledger. On one side, the United States, the customer, $153 billion. On the other, China, the supplier, $186 billion. Vietnam is a bridge stretched to the breaking point between two enemies. One tariff, one sanction, one political storm, and the bridge snaps. That 8% GDP growth, it vanishes overnight. This leads to the great illusion. When we hear factories are moving to Vietnam, we picture a kitchen, cooking from scratch. The reality? Vietnam is not the kitchen. It is the dining table. The food is cooked in China. The ingredients are mined in China. They are trucked across the border, screwed together in Vietnam, slapped with a Made in Vietnam sticker, and shipped to Los Angeles. Why? To avoid U.S. tariffs. It's an origin laundromat. The data doesn't lie. For every smartphone exported, up to 80% of its value was imported. Vietnam is busy, yes, but it is just the warehouse manager for the boss next door. And finally, the people. China rose because it had a bottomless pool of labor. Vietnam doesn't have that. Its workforce is aging fast. More critically, it is starving for talent. Vietnam has only 15,000 semiconductor engineers. It needs 50,000 by 2030. You can build a factory in a year, but you cannot print a generation of engineers in a year. This is the ceiling. It can assemble your iPhone. It struggles to design its own. So, Gwen, wake up. You want your national champion, VinFast, to stay home? You want them to build in Haiphong? That is suicide. Look at the global map. The board is already full. Europe? The Dragon has already buried its claws there. BYD, MG, and Chery are flooding the ports. America and Mexico? Minefield. Tariffs, trade wars. India? Good luck to beat Tata and Mahindra on their soil. A graveyard for foreign brands. Even giants struggle to breathe there. If VinFast stays in Vietnam, it remains a small fish in a small pond. It will be eaten. To survive, it needs a new battlefield, a place with massive hunger, unlimited raw materials, and, most importantly, no king. Enter Indonesia. For 50 years, Indonesia has been a Japanese tailor. It stitched suits for Toyota and Honda, but owned nothing. Now the tailor is old. The Japanese are sleeping. The door is wide open. This is the promised land. This is the only plot of land left on Earth where the game is reset. Right now, in 2026, the gun has just fired. BYD is breaking ground. Wuling is expanding. In Subang, VinFast is not late. It starts at the exact same line as the giants.
So, Yuan, stop typing angry comments. Building a factory in Subang isn't betrayal. It is an invasion. If VinFast can beat the Chinese on Indonesian soil, using Indonesian nickel, selling to the Indonesian middle class, it transforms from a warehouse manager into a regional emperor. The Dragon is coming. The Japanese are sleeping. The Indonesians are waiting. It is now or never. The warehouse trap is closing. The only way out is south.
I'm Lala Mulu. See you in the next catch.